Hey guys, this is Parker back with another episode of 14 Pounds of Fury. Today we're going to be talking about the newest addition to the Storm family, the DNA. I've drilled mine 4 by 5 by 3 3/4. Newest big ASIM solid to come out of Storm. Really excited to see what it does. Let's go find out. All right, gonna take the first shot with the new DNA. Strong in the heads, pretty strong down lane as well. So that first shot was 25 to about 15. I'm gonna move 2 and 1 left from that one. Or, just tug it over my big toe. But hey, it held a little at least. All right, let's move 5 and 3. So standing on 30 now. I'm gonna look at about 18. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that actually hooks more down lane than I thought it was going to. All right. So I'm gonna move, let's say 3 and 2. 3 and 2, so 33 to about 19. Yeah, there we go. A little slower down lane. See, that's what I was expecting out of box. But I'm gonna make that same shot and slow down and try to rotate it a little more and see if it'll make the corner. So this is 33 to about 19. Wow, great continuation through the pins with more rotation. All right, so I'm gonna make 2 and 1. So 35 to about 20 down lane. Slower speed, more rotation. Still runs the 8-pin over. This ball may actually be a great tournament and league ball. So I'm gonna move another, I'm actually only gonna do 3 and 1. So I'm gonna get more angle off my hand. So 33 to about 21. Oh, that's so mean. That was such a good ball roll too. That's so mean. Okay, so now I'm gonna go the opposite direction and I'm gonna move over here to 15. Totally expecting this to spark off my hand, but I just wanna see what it'll do. Another 7-pin. Yeah. So a little more deflection on that one. So still curious about the right side. So I'm going to move 2 and 1. 2 and 1. So now standing 17, looking at about 9. Oh, trip the 4-pin. All the hits. All right. So since the right side's actually kind of working, I'm going to stand on 20 now. Look at about 10. Oh, leaked it a little right. Thankfully got some help down lane. Let's throw another one and see if I can make a better shot. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see how much this ball hooks down lane. Not something I expected out of a big ASIM solid. I'm gonna stand on 24 now, look at about 12. My goodness, 7-pin. It's rolling so good too, that's the frustrating part. All right, I'm gonna make that same shot again and see if I can get the 7 out, of all things. I will settle for a trip 4, any day, any day. All right, so we're back where we started now at the beginning. So I am gonna make a huge jump left. Stand on 35 now. I have a little loft, looking at about 22. We got the 10-pin out. Yeah, this ball is actually looking really versatile compared to what I thought it was going to be. Much more motion down lane, really continuous, and runs the 8-pin over a lot. So building off that point, I'm gonna loft. So I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna stand on, what is this? This is 40 41, 41. A little loft now. And even gets the 10 pin out then. Yeah, this is going to be an excellent league ball for fresh conditions, and even a great tournament ball if you got even more surface on it for handling some heavier volume patterns. So I'm going to move even further left and see how far I can get away with. So I am standing on 50 now. Look at about 25, trying just around the tracer. Get the 7 out, and it's still hooking. Okay, I'm going to keep moving until this thing starts leaving corners or something. So the fact that I have taken this gutter to gutter honestly is shocking me. So I'm going to move another 5 and stand on 55 now and look at 26 and see what happens. And we still run the 8 pin over. My goodness. All right, so since the DNA seems to strike from literally everywhere, I am going to switch now to a gem. It's the first ball I'm going to compare it with, and I'm going to start standing on 20, looking at about 11. Still got the 10 out. You can see, though, even off that first shot, much heavier forward roll from that core and cover that the gem gives, which both appear to be bigger than what are on the DNA. Okay, so I'm going to move 5 and 3, standing on 25, looking at 14. Or I could throw it out the window and almost get 6. Okay, let's try to be a good bowler on this shot. Once again, 25 to about 14. There we go. Whew. It's a little quicker stand-up motion. Not necessarily quicker down lane, but just quicker with how fast it flared. So more forward roll off the end of the pattern, which is to be expected. Gem's a much lower RG for a higher ASIM solid. So we're going to move another 5 and 3. Now standing on 30, looking at 17. Heavy forward roll, still more forward off the end of the pattern, to be expected. These are kind of distinct though. DNA is a little more pop down lane, Gem's a little more forward. So now I'm going to stand over here on 35, but I'm going to open up my angles some more. So we're going to try to round the tracer. I'm going to look only about 18, so this would be a 5 and 2, or 5 and 1. 5 and 1. Threw it too good. What can I say? All right, I'm going to move another 3. Still just trying to round the tracer, a little more rotation, a little less ball speed. Man, either I'm really throwing them that good today, or we just really have matched up with ASIM solids this morning. Okay, so both DNA and the gem, close, distinct enough. The gem is a little more in the front. DNA is a little more down lane. I'm going to throw the TNT now from Roto Grip, starting on 20, looking at about 11. Gonna make the 5 and 3, standing on 25, looking at 14. So out of a symmetric ball like that, it is a little more round in my opinion. It's still seeing it a little quick, but more round compared to what the 2 ASIMs were doing. And that should be pretty evident because we're going to move another 5 and 3. A little slower speed, a little more rotation. Whew. That one actually stood up pretty fast. I'm going to move 3 and 2. Try to roll this one a little more. So little weaker comparatively. And by weaker, I mean it seems to conserve energy just a little more than what these other two are doing. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the DNA, give you a couple last few shots. So, a little more forward up the lane with that one. I'm gonna stand over here on 30. We'll look at about 16. Wow. Yeah, that cover is strong in the fronts, but goodness, it still has energy down lane to make the corner. I'm gonna be very honest, I fully expected this to be really, really early, but really, really slow. It is early, but there's a lot of continuation down lane that I did not expect. So I'm gonna make another move left to 35. A little slower ball speed, but I'm gonna roll it more. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. I really, really expect it to kind of lay down a little more down lane just because of that cover, just the way it was presented in my mind. Really expected it to be slower. But as a pleasant surprise, I've been able to take this ball gutter to gutter and run the 8-pin over a lot. So I'm gonna make a shot lofting with this. Oh, trim it, trim it, trim it. Yeah. Yeah, great continuation down lane. Really strong, defined motion. I mean, this saves energy significantly better than truthfully I thought it would. So I'm gonna move back right. Let's do 30. I'm gonna stand on 30. It's pretty typical house shot for me. Beautiful mid lane read, beautiful continuation down lane. This ball is gonna be an amazing league ball, surprisingly, and naturally a tournament ball with some heavier volume patterns. All right, gonna take my last shot with this new DNA from Storm. Beautiful mid lane read, beautiful continuation through the pins, runs the 8-pin over way more than you would think on a typical house shot. This ball is going to be excellent for tournament conditions and surprisingly league conditions. An excellent complement to the Gem from Roto Grip and the Reality from 900 Global, as well as the TNT if you need a ball up from it. It's coming to your local pro shop on March 17th. You can get it then. I'll see you later.